hits in the face. With 2 tips, whoever gets in the way. Not to mention the highway, the rest by the lake. Consider my raw demeanor, the icing on the cake. And I get crippled, balance way through the hood.
Chicago leading by 5. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the back. And it's Batum at the small forward. And Harden with the stuff.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Offensive rebound. He draws iron on the dunk. Batum for 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The kick out to Rose. Drills the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Harden with the drive. Howard, good.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
And Batum kicks to Beverly. He feeds it to Harden. He dishes it to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Mirotic. It's Heinrich in for Dunleavy.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Now Rose. James Harden missing on the 3. Rose attacking. And they double up Gasol. 3-pointer, Heinrich. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Kicks it to Gasol. Clock at 6. And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Noah. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Joakim Noah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year. And for the Bulls, it really seemed like their defense and their offense revolved around Noah.
The Bulls leading by 8. Now here's Rose. Defended by Beverly. Rose goes in. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Jimmy Butler, who's checked in for Chicago. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Butler against Harden. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Noah. The feed to Rose. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And here's Harden for three. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 14 points now in the second half.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Back to Rose. The dish to Butler. Now the pass to Gasol. The kick out to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McDermott. Fires from deep. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Beverly. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Out of this world, aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Here's Rose, following the score by Houston. Gasol kicks to Rose. Shoots a fader. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Howard with this screen on Butler. Outside, Batum.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14. Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him, show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
Over in the corner, Batum. Good on the triple.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
Chicago calls timeout.
And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. He's been hearing them for years.
Chicago leading by 6. James Harden with the rebound.
And Powell last season making $20 million a year. Hard for the Lakers to trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start in free agency.
Rose attacking. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harden with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
14 seconds to shot. 14.
Here is Harden. And he nails that one right through the net. Harden's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Batum attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
Good.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Dishes it to Beverly. Back to Harden.
What a performance from Harden here. He has 23 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
That one misses.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions. Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. That free throw, no good.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
The Bulls leading by 3. Rose attacking. Passes it to McDermott. Butler dishes to Gasol. Shot is off. Excellent D from Howard.
Things have gone south for him here in the quarter.
They get it back. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Batum with the 3. Batum with another miss.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Pass to Noah. And he overdid it there. Too much force, looked like on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And that's the right call, no question about it. It's one thing to play tough D and commit a hard foul, but it's another to risk hurting your opponent with contact like that.
Yeah, very easy to get knocked off balance and take a nasty tumble when you get slammed into like that. Blacks checked in for Dwight Howard. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
So he put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
And the Rockets making a change here. Rockets trail by 7. Harden gets to Beverly. It's stolen by Rose. Batum with the steal. Beverly. Harden up top. The 3. And the basket good. Harden's got 27 points.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Rose passes to Butler. Gasol is screen on Harden. Butler dishes to Noah. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
Yeah, they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Jones.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Boy, he looked confident, didn't he? Stepping to the foul line and knocking down a couple.
And here's Harden for 3. No good. Some solid defense from Butler.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Now here's Rose. And so